Hi there Power Ranger fans, welcome to another GoldKingRanger make and do video with me, Admin GoldKingRanger from the GoldKingRanger team. And in this video I'll be showing you guys how to make Power Rangers wrapping paper, whether it's for Christmas or for birthday presents or for gifting in general. So here's what you'll need. You'll need paper, any colour and any size. I've got coloured A3 sheets of paper here. Lovely. You'll also need some scissors, a saucer, poster or acrylic paint, and I don't quite have it to show you, but a sponge, and also probably a pen marker as well. Right, let's begin. So I'm just going to move the paint out of the way, because what we're going to do first is we're going to make our stamper. So I'm going to make the stamper quite simply. Well, to make your stamper, all you need is a piece of, you just need a sponge, and then you cut it out into the shape you want. Now I've cut mine in the shape of a Power Ranger movie bolt, because it's a nice simple shape to use. But of course you could probably you could also cut a potato in half and use that, and then just print some Power Ranger helmets onto the paper, but I wanted to do a bolt. So what we're going to do now is get a piece of paper. So I'm going to use a nice sheet of red. Then it's time to use some paint. Now I'm going to stand up to do this. Right, so what we're going to do is get the green paint and put it into the dish. Because of that, we want to spread it around a bit, because you want to make sure you can cover the bolt completely in the poster paint. Now the poster paint I find is better because it's nicer and it's a bit runnier, and you can get better prints with it. You can do acrylic paints as well. I do have some acrylic paints with me, but I'll use those a bit later on. But just getting the paint all nice and ready. Okay, that's ready. So I'm just going to leave that there. Now we're going to get our sponge bolt. Get it in the paint. Ooh, make sure it's completely covered in the paint. You probably might want to press it down a bit to make sure. And then, when it's ready, start printing. Look at that. And just print the Power Ranger bolts onto your paper. Now, are you sending any Christmas presents this year? Well, if you do, maybe you can use this paper to wrap up your presents. This is a lot of fun, and I really love this sort of thing. If you have trouble getting paint onto the sponge, just get your paintbrush and just get some of the paint and paint that on. Like that. And the beauty of it using a sponge is you'll be able to wash it and then use a different colour on a different sheet of paper. But just be careful, of course, when you wash them, because sponges can be quite delicate, especially if you do a specific shape. But if you use a potato and just do a Ranger helmet, all you just have to remember is to draw on the detail or paint on. If you use a cut out potato and you use Ranger helmets, you'll be able to just use, all you just have to remember to do is be sure to draw in or paint in the details of the Ranger helmet you choose. Maybe I suggest for a simple one, just do Zeo, because with Zeo all you just have to do is just draw the Zeo shapes. Now that's one sheet finished, and as you can see, it looks fantastic. Look at that. And obviously when that's dry, that will look nice wrapped on a present. Now Now, let's see. I'm going to print another one. So, I'm going to print another one. So, bring in some more paper. This time, I'm going to do crazy bolts. Just going to print it all over the paper. Getting plenty of paint. Ooh, that's nice and messy. I do love doing art and making things and doing things like this. It's so much fun. You could just go crazy and imaginative, and it's like the only limit is your imagination. Let's get some more paint into the middle. There we go. That's the last one. Now, of course, if you didn't have coloured paper, we could always use black paper. Now, wait a minute. I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute. If you use black paper, wouldn't it mean that a lot of colours wouldn't show up? Well, if you give me a quick tick, I'll be right back because I have something planned for this black paper. So, I'll be right back in a tick. Okay, welcome back. So, now I've got this all cleaned up. The sponge stamp is clean, the brush is clean, and the sauce is clean, because now I'm going to show you how to paint on, well, black. Now, you could use white, but as it's Christmas, I think the most appropriate colour to use is silver. And I have, right here, some silver acrylic paint. So, I'm going to put some on. Hopefully that should be enough to do some stamping. And then I'm just going to spread it around a bit. Going to get some on. I'm just going to try and get some on the sponge as well. Ooh, I've got silver paint on my fingers now. So I'm just going to go right up, and then very carefully start printing some silver bolts. When it dries, it will look really fantastic. Another little thing you could do is, while it's wet, while the paint is still wet, you could probably also put some glitter on it while the paint's still wet, and then when the paint dries, the glitter will stick to the bolts and it would look absolutely fantastic. So I'm just gonna and then when it's done, just gonna get some more glitter, silver paint. Press it on, and then when you're done, you have something that looks like that. Now, I know it looks a bit odd, but it's a sponge after all, so, but I think it looks fantastic. And there you have it. You'll have something that looks like this. So once the paint is completely dry, it's all ready for wrapping. So, let's see, we have red paper with green bolts, or how about the opposite, green paper with red bolts, or how about this, black paper with silver bolts. Very nice. And what do they look like on a present? Wow, I think that looks really good. Nicely wrapped and ready for you to go under your Christmas tree. So, try it yourself. Your very own Power Rangers Christmas wrapping up paper.